Danny Cuellar, and those are real desert dogs.
Previously on the Desert Dogs.
We were supposed to go to Skidoo, a ghost town in Death Valley. We were going to go with our friends from Antelope Valley Haunts, as they were going to do some research up there about the Tommy Knockers.
What happens to us after we die? If you're honest with yourself, you'll have to admit that you don't know. It might be an odd subject to cover for the Desert Dogs, and I'm afraid our scant coverage of the subject will not put a dent in its mysteries. That's me.
What's up, dog lovers?
Along with desert dog biologist Marty Lewis.
What's up, bitches?
And we're headed over to Red Rock Canyon to meet with Richard and Danny. And from there, we're actually going to go to Last Chance Canyon to visit a site where one man had the audacity to spend his whole life burrowing through a mountain.
What we didn't know was the turn that this trip would take, where we, naturalists, would brush up with the supernatural.
There you go. Alright, we just saw the desert dog signal right now.
Oh, Danny.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
We saw the desert dog signal. And Richard. Right there.
There you go.
And then Danny. I think I have to do a little bit higher than normal. But.
There you go.
So what do you guys think?
We're gonna give it a try.
Alright. Danny?
I don't know. Hopefully we'll find something. I'm skeptical, but whatever. So earlier Richard was trying to put down his tent, and he found some holes in the ground. And then he told me, hey Danny, it might be insect related. So he pointed out here in the ground where there's holes, it's lined with rocks. I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. So I noticed that they were lined with webbing or some kind of web material. So I'm assuming it's a spider. I don't know what it is until I dig it out. So here I am, ready to dig it out.
Try to be careful, not destroy it. Oh, there's nothing in this one.
I'm assuming it'll run out. The whole thing is lined with webbing. So basically what happened was that I didn't find anything in there. So Richard was mentioning it might be seasonal. I really don't know. I didn't see anything in there. I mean, spiders or any other insect abandon their homes for any reason at all. There could be some other predator that went in there, took it over and stuff like that. The thing is, it was only an inch deep, so I'm assuming it wasn't a big spider. It could be one of the desert recluses. It could be anything else. I still don't know what it is until I do a little bit more research.
All we were wanting to do was explore Burro Schmidt's tunnel in Last Chance Canyon. As we navigated the dirt roads through Last Chance Canyon, we saw a campfire right near our destination. I hope these people were cool. After all, there had been numerous vandals who had practically destroyed the cabin at Burro Schmidt's tunnel after the death of its caretaker, Tony Siegert, not too long ago.
Alright, we are approaching what we think is the campsite over by Burro Schmidt's tunnel.
Either that or an orange UFO.
Yeah. You scared? Yeah.
Scared?
You scared yet?
Not really. Scared more of the people than.
No, oh, there's a parking spot on the left over here.
Oh, no wonder it's a barrel. It's a barrel fire.
Actually, yeah, go straight through.
Yeah, because they're parked over here.
Yeah. And you should be able to park around here somewhere.
With steely nerves, we parked and introduced ourselves, intent on finding out what these people were up to.
Andrew.
Christian. Yeah. Hi, Marty. Great.
Nice to meet
you, Marty.
Jimmy.
Marty.
you. Yeah.
How you doing? Danny, nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Danny, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
Hi.
Yeah, all right. Jimmy, Richard. Good.
How you guys doing? Dude, you guys are hardcore.
Oh, watch out. Yeah. Here, you want it?
No, that's cool. Okay, I'll be there.
All right, for sure.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're running with the side optional monitor so we can run 8 cameras. We got 8 cameras hooked up. Amplified microphones, infrared lights. You could actually control them with a remote control. So you could actually make them go left and right,
Yeah,
up and down.
yeah.
Has double mount, so we can do that to both of them. We can actually control the whole degrees of everything. They only recorded 9 track. These over here. Our full spectrum cameras. They will record from the lowest. They'll pick up the lowest level of light and amplify it times 100. So that little light right there would be like if you put a mag light to it.
Wow.
So we pick up everything total at nighttime.
With these cameras.
We have videotaped apparitions. We have photographed apparitions. As a matter of fact, could you give me one of the handheld cameras?
Yeah.
Thanks. This is Jimmy. Jimmy's one of my left-hand guys. He's very experienced with bottles, cans from the 1800s,
I remember
1930s.
meeting, well, I met him on Facebook, but
But I photographed actually a man coming up through the wall and just walking. I mean, you can see the video. You know, he's walking. You can see him taking steps, and then right before he comes out of frame, he just drops down and disappears. I photographed a little girl on a picture frame. The guy started complaining it was cold, and he was just there keeping an eye on us, you know, as a security. He goes, man, it's very, very, very cold here. So I told my guy, go, hey, start snapping pictures.
I think Tony Seeger, she's when she died here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not in this building. The building she died in, from what I understand, was demolished by the BLM.
Oh, okay.
Besides BLM, then you have all the vandalism that goes on.
Yeah.
I mean, we both have seen it. I mean, we see this beautiful place. I remember your video on the petroglyphs.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Inscription Canyon.
yes. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that people can't just go and, you know, admire what was left by our ancestors. They have to go and try to rip it off to try to make $1 for it. Tons of stuff. I mean, the history that we have, from bloodshed to, you know, people who just decided to build a mine, a hole through a wall for 38 years. Who would do that? Think about what they call him every time they came up here. But yet, his name is going to be, you know, immortalized forever. This is a story of a man who dug a hole straight through the other side. At the end, it wasn't even about the gold. It was about a mission.
After speaking with the ghost hunters, we returned our focus to our original intent,
Ready? Yeah.
the tunnel.
We're about to take a tour into Burro Schmidt Tunnel, and let's see if Richard wants to answer a few questions. What can you say about Burro Schmidt Tunnel?
He built this tunnel, started at 36 years old, and he was, I think, 83 when the tunnel was finished. He originally tried to build a tunnel to move ore to a place that could be taken to get it to Mojave or down to Garlock at the mills. And about a third away, halfway into it, the railroad already finished a road that you could do that. But he was so committed to the project that he continued making the tunnel till he broke through on the other side, 2,000 feet away. And in the making of the tunnel, we'll find out soon that it's level. And how he did that is he had a bowl of water, and he put it on the tracks, and he kept that bowl of water to keep it level all the way through. Tony Sigrid, she's the one that got the property in 1963. Her and her husband. Her husband had a illness, which he had passed away at not quite a year of them living here. So Tony stayed. So he passed away in mid-63. They got the property through a like a foreclosure sale in San Bernardino. And they came here to get healthy, and like I said, he passed away. Tony stayed. And she started giving tours of the tunnel to the people who'd come. And there's up to 50 people would show up on a regular weekend. And she passed away at 95 years old. So she lived a long time. I think it's the fresh air of the desert.
Do you know what Burro Schmidt found? Or how much?
From what I heard, he didn't do much mining at the time he was doing the tunneling. But then when he finished the tunnel, he finally started to do some mining. He got 60 tons of ore out, which included gold, silver, copper, tungsten. And shortly after that, he got tired of the tunneling, and he gave it to a miner friend. I think his name was Lee, Mike Lee. Lee had it for about 2 years, and then he passed away, and that's how Tony found out about the property. Sight unseen, her and her husband bought the property in 800 acres at the time.
Why is he called Burro?
I think because he just loved to burrow the tunnel through. 1940s, I think it was around 1946, the Ripley, believe it or not, people did a story on him, and they called him the human mole.
Alright, it says right here, and so recorded May 16, 1970, E. clampus vitus. What the heck is E. clampus vitus?
It's a private group of people that, much like they were making fun of the Oddfellows and the Masons, and so they came up, and this is back in the 1800s during the gold rush period. So they started their own little group because you had to be certain quality to get into the Oddfellows or the Masons. So they started the Clampus Vitus, and I think their motto was something like "Bah Humbug." And today, E. Clampus Vitus is a big organization. They're very responsible for putting plaques in historical places, much like this. The only thing is, sometimes they get their facts a little bit wrong, sometimes because they get them from other sources and they don't spend enough time, like historians do, looking at the actual fact of when the event happened. So sometimes there are some mistakes in some of the plaques. But they're really a bunch of... They're famous for drinking a lot. They always come to the little parties. They're all got red vests and shirts on, like the 1849ers. And they have hazings. They're pretty brutal.
Yep. Richard, is there any significance to the red marking?
I think someone's come along and marked this because they're really not supposed to continue mining in here, but some people have been mining. There used to be a sign posted on the front, "No mining." So I think somebody's marking it as one of the ore bodies. There's a little bit of quartz there. I don't know what the darker material is. I wish Jose was with us. He could probably sum it up.
Yeah.
It looks like a kind of a schist or a granite material.
There's mice droppings, or mouse droppings in here. There are animals that come in here.
A worm?
Yeah, there's no way into it.
Oh, worm. I thought you said you saw a worm. I was like, really?
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's like a rat nest.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because they like to use a... See, it's up here, right? Watch her jump in my face.
Yeah.
Whatever they are, they collect stuff.
Yeah, a pack rat.
Pack rat, yeah.
Oh, this gross. I don't know what that is. That's
There
actually
you
kind of nasty. It's like rat vomit. Oh, well, there's the
Rat diarrhea.
It's a pool of hantavirus.
There's also
Alright, right now we found a level outcropping. Richard, you were saying that this was probably something to hold a candle.
One of the places where he probably put his candles, because that's what he used. He didn't use kerosene lanterns. Kerosene is too expensive, so he got candles really inexpensive. At one time, he was able to use one candle for a whole day, so probably pinching it out here and there. But this obviously he left so he could have a place to put candles as he worked his way back in.
As we parted ways with our newfound friends from Antelope Valley haunts, I reflected on the night's events. Eclampus vitus, rats, and of course, ghosts. Maybe there are ghosts. I don't know. But it's an interesting question, and I'm glad someone's looking into it.
I'm Andrew Perry. Let's try and keep it reasonable. On this little trip into the Inyos, I'm traveling with Richard and Dominic.
You know, the Inyo mountain range itself is one of the most difficult mountain ranges to hike in. It's just very steep.
This is Dominic's first backpacking trip.
I don't know
How
much
you feeling
about the
about
mountain range, but I'm super excited to be here with these guys.
These are real men. And real men buy real desert gear.